All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bodybuilding News Network. I'm Saunch, and today we're going to be talking about Hunter Labrada versus Nick Walker. Now, I put together some comparisons, but we were also privy to having a four-person call-out between, from left to right, Ian Valliere from Canada, Hunter Labrada, Nick Walker, and William Bonac. So we got pretty lucky with them actually putting them side by side. So that kind of destroys the potential narrative of they didn't want to have them side by side in some of the comparisons. Although I wish I would have been able to see Nick Walker stand side by side against everyone in the first call out, but maybe next year. But looking at this front double bicep, I wanted to give you guys just a space to have some conversations about what shots you think Hunter Labrada wins and what shots Nick Walker wins. And you can obviously comment down below what your thoughts are. The most liked comments I'll feature in an upcoming video. But when we're looking at this shot, I feel that most people's eyes are going to automatically go to Nick Walker, the very dialed in and defined midsections with the crazy vascular legs to include the calves and shins, and also just an amazing set of arms. Really puts him in the top of this four-person call out, in my opinion, looking at this front double. And Hunter Labrada is no slouch here. I think he looks really good, especially when we look at the finals. His midsection did sharpen up a little bit, and he probably has some of the better wheels when we're looking at the people on stage here. A lot of people had William Bonac not doing so well in this show, saying that his legs looked downsized. And I actually thought they looked really good in this shot compared to everyone on stage. Ian looks very flat. No disrespect to him. He's worked a lot. He's done a lot of shows this year, but he looks very flat. And they didn't do a front lat spread with this specific comparison. So we're going to skip that one and go right into the side chest. Again, I feel like this one is a big conversation. I actually thought William Bonac was really rocking this shot, although his legs do look a little bit downsized, especially from the side. It's actually really impressive how much of the glute is dominating the shot. But if we're not going to give William Bonac this shot, we've got to give it to Nick Walker. I think Hunter has a lot of potential, and he looks really good in this shot, but I don't think he compares well against just the pure freaky mass that Nick Walker has here in the side chest. But let me know how you guys are feeling about this comparison. The leg department, I feel Nick Walker's winning. I feel like Nick Walker's winning in the chest, the shoulders. Hunter Labrada might be winning in the arms and the midsection, but that's about it for this shot. Going right into the side tricep. This is the best shot I could get of Hunter Labrada. He had a lot of interesting faces he was making during this posing routine, and same with Nick. Nick looked like he is not having a good time with that face. And I don't think Nick is a huge fan of this shot. It kind of shows how large his midsection is, especially compared to everyone else on the stage. I mean, Williams looks tiny the way he's holding it now. And for the most part, I really want to give this shot to Hunter. The separation in the legs, the calves, the midsection with the triceps, the chest, even with that pec tear that you can really see here, I still think it's a very impressive shot for him. And the Nick Walker, again, great midsection control, tight, really defined abdominals, full chest. Hunter's looks like it's kind of sagging at the bottom, and I think it's probably just because of the tear. But my eyes actually go to Hunter, but I would want to give this one to Nick. So let me know in the comment sections how you guys are feeling about this shot, the side tricep. Do you think this one is Nick's, or do you think this one is Hunter's? Ab and thigh. All right, come on, guys. The only person who's hitting a conventional ab and thigh is Nick Walker. Everyone else is doing a modified version. Ian Valliere, William Bonac, they're literally hiding their midsections because, like, especially for William, you can see that it's blowing out on the side, and he's using that forearm and hand to hide it. Ian Valliere, not sure what he's hiding there. He has a really good midsection. It's just, I guess, how he holds it and how he does the shot. Hunter looks kind of watery in the midsection, and that's something we definitely saw during finals, was he was perspirating excessively during especially finals. And the last one that we could get of them standing side by side on stage, most muscular, hands down, Nick Walker wins this shot. But I would say that William Bonac is going to be coming in a solid second place with this shot. Very dense, full muscle separation in the quads. The teardrop is feathered, and nobody else has that level of definition and conditioning and muscle fullness on the stage besides someone like a Nick Walker. Now on to the individual routines that I put together. I have 4 good ones for you. Starting off with the front double bicep, Nick on the left, Hunter Labrada on the right. And this is a good shot for Hunter, and this is a really good shot for Nick. If you want to go with someone with a little bit more muscle, a little bit stockier, and I would say wider in the front, I'd want to go with Nick. My eyes go to Nick on this one, but Hunter has a very pleasing flow to his physique in this. I think he's made some tremendous improvements in the biceps and chest department. There's definitely some room for improvement. I'd be interested to see how Hunter looks with a condensed midsection, a compressed midsection like Nick Walker's. And I'd also be interested to see how Nick Walker looks with his legs a little bit closer together, more of like a how Hunter's holding it right now. We have a side chest here. Again, when I look at this, my eyes go to Nick Walker. I think Hunter looks fantastic. Obviously, placing 4th in the world is no whim. He earned this position, but I definitely think that there could have been a conversation for Nick Walker to be placed up in 4th and maybe even 3rd. It's really hard to tell, but definitely we're looking at the delt development, biceps, the chest, and just the way that this package flows. My eyes always are going to be going to Nick Walker, especially in this shot. Side tricep, again, this is one of Hunter Labrada's take-home shots. He really hits it like Lee did back in the day. Lee Labrada, his dad, very classic look to that shot. But I mean, Nick looks really solid in this shot. The feathering and the glute to hamstring tie-in is very impressive. The legs, the calves, it's very full, very complete. And then just the shredded, thick, dense abdominals with a full chest. And you got to give Nick the credit. He doesn't have a torn pec, whereas with Hunter, you can clearly see that torn pec. And for me, I notice it. It's something I notice, and it's something that I critique. And also, I feel like Nick Walker's trap, when you look at that upper delt and trap where that inserts, it looks so much freakier than how Hunter's looking with his shot. His delt almost looks a little flat. And the last one, as we conclude this comparison, the back double bicep. Now, obviously, there's going to be some criticisms. The backdrops were horrendous. Again, they just keep using these smart screens, these LED screens, and it just really distorts and makes them the shots look terrible. But Nick, I think, got really lucky with his. The yellow really accents the blue trunks with the dark skin. Hunter, not so much. They got lasers and smoke going in his shot. Really not the best situation for opposing routine, especially when we're looking at the cameras. And actually, I think that this shot is a lot closer than a lot of people think it is. I think Nick is winning in the bicep department with the peaks, the tricep density. The delts, I think, are very comparable between the two. Upper back, though, upper back trap insertions structurally, this is a Nick game, all game. Lower back, although I think Hunter has some more lower back development in those, I think it's called the spinal erectors. I think it looks good. You can see it, especially in the lat spread. The lat spreads are really hard to find for these guys, but definitely in the lat spread, Hunter really shows that lower back development, whereas where Nick is lacking. Hunter has it, Nick is lacking. Glutes and legs, Hunter looks a little soft in finals from the back, whereas where Nick is just completely shredded on spot, just looks phenomenal. And I'd give this shot pretty much to Nick Walker as well. Overall, guys, this is just an attempt to have some dialogues, a conversation with you, the fans, and potentially even some judges in the comment sections below about how Hunter Labrada placed above Nick Walker at this year's 2021 Mr. Olympia. In my analysis that we did together now, I definitely would have Nick Walker placing above Hunter Labrada, potentially a fourth or even a third place finish. Let me know down below if you guys want to see Hadi Choopan versus Nick Walker or any other comparisons as we are getting towards the tail end of the 2021 Olympia recap, as we are starting to move towards some of the events like the Legion Sports Festival. I know Sean Ray has an event in Hawaii, and then the Romania Pro as well. And don't forget about the Italy Pro is in, I think, just over a week away. So expect some hype from that as they have a men's open category there as well. If you guys enjoy this style of content and you want to see other content like this, check out the channel, consider subscribing. I do appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys in the next one. My name's Saunch. I'll see you guys in the next one.